Beautiful, lovely gamers. My name is Jonal today. I have a couple of concerns, which I believe that I'm not the only one with the new Hanzo rework where they're gonna remove his scatter arrow, give him leap, give him volley. Before I touch on that, we are still doing the giveaway for the action screen recording software, and the winner of yesterday's giveaway or last video's giveaway is popping right now up on the screen. You, my dear friend, have gotten a message on YouTube, a direct message on YouTube, you know, giving you the code and everything like that. So hope you enjoy. If anyone still wanna join the giveaway, we have 2 more codes, one given away in next video and the next one after that. And essentially all you have to do is go down the comment section and put hashtag action down there, and I will be picking a one for the next video as a winner. So especially if you don't have something like Shadowplay and you have to use Fraps or OBS, something like that, then this can especially be something for you guys, because Action is actually a pretty good software comparing to a lot of the stuff that's out on the market. I personally use Shadowplay when I record in-game footage, just because it's built into my graphics card, and when it's built into a graphic card, that does reduce so much pressure from your rig. So anyway, let's continue with the video. Now, just also to say, this is my opinion as a guy who played Hanzo competitively on a team for many, well, not many years, but for over a year. I also played him a lot on the ladder, and of course during private coaching and stuff like that, and also just in general a guy who likes the hero, but we don't have to agree. And if we don't, that's fine. That's something that we can discuss about, so please give me your opinions down in the comment, hear out mine, and tell me if you disagree or agree. And I would love to hear your side of the story. What is your experience with either against the Hanzo or as a Hanzo player yourself? Now, there's a lot of people that talked about, you know, it's good that we're removing Scatter because it's just a bullshit ability. It just one-taps you out of nowhere, requires no skill. I do believe it does require skill. It's easier to fire compared to something like a standard headshot from Hanzo, just because you can aim more directly at the feet. But when it comes to something like it's bullshit, you know, then you can also say, you know, headshots from Widowmakers are pretty bullshit, or a Zenyatta volley is pretty bullshit. If you mark someone with Zenyatta, you only need 2 of his orbs to hit your head from his charge volley, and then you die. You can also call that pretty bullshit. There's a lot of stuff that in theory is pretty bullshit, and I don't believe this is agreement. What I don't agree with is I agree that it's kind of fucked up that you can one-tap a Ressa without Fortify, or you can D-Mech a Diva instantly. I believe that that's very strong. To a certain extent, that's also what I feel gave Hanzo his, you know, being very scary. Now, right now, competitively on the pro scene and stuff like that, we don't see that much Hanzo play. We see way more Widowmaker play because of consistency on primary fire. No, you don't really pick Hanzo just for that one ability, but that one ability is what makes him, to a certain extent, like, pickable, because you can do one thing that Widowmaker cannot, and then you can do this insane burst of damage. You have, you know, a lot of vision, you can Dragon Strike into your Graviton, and you can burst something almost immediately, which I think is what makes him stand out from the other sniper. Widowmaker 300 headshot, can keep a good distance, has easier aim style because it's hit scan and not projectile. In general, that gives her a huge edge over someone like Hanzo, and her wall hack ability is actually super strong. A lot of people don't agree on that because a lot of people don't understand how important information is in this game. But being able to wall hack the entire game for your entire team, it's actually quite an insane ability as soon as you start looking actually into it. Of course, Hanzo's still gonna have his Dragon Strike, which you can use, you know, to push a choke, or to force the enemy team to split, or force the enemy team to move to a certain area, which is great if you look at it like that. And of course, it can be comboed with a grab, but comboing it with a grab is not very hard to get. You can combo you can combo a Dragon Blade with a Graviton, you can combo Pulse Bombs with a Graviton, Death Loss, and you can combo general just a DPS with Graviton, and a lot of time it will work. Barrage, Riptide, whatever you call, but I believe that Dragon Strike is one of the better ones to combo with Graviton, but there's so many other ways to swap it out, so that in itself won't give Hanzo any really reason to get picked. Now, do I believe that they're trying to nerf Hanzo? No, I do not. I think a lot of people are looking at it as a nerf. If Blizzard looks at it as a nerf, I think that they are doing something wrong, because Hanzo don't need a nerf. If anything, Hanzo almost needs a buff because of his pick rate and competitive. He is not very viable competitively, only on certain maps and certain situations. He can be very strong on King's Row, play correctly and stuff like that. And definitely, but a lot of time he just get out compared to Widowmaker just because her primary fire is so much better than what you can get out of a Hanzo. So when they remove this ability, and if they change it into volley or whatever they do, it's gonna make him way less scary. It's gonna make him easier to push, except that he can leap backwards and stuff like that if that gets onto to him. But it's gonna make him less scary, which personally I don't like, because I like the fact how scary a Hanzo could be. It was the only thing that really ever made me doubt pushing him as a Tracer or as a Genji or as a tank. It's the only thing that makes me doubt pushing him is, okay, he can scatter. Right, and that's something that you always need to play around when it comes to Hanzo. Removing this can be a problem without, of course, knowing how strong the ability is going to be when we see it played. There's a lot of small factors dangers for being good or bad, but I believe that to some extent this is a bad thing. What I rather wanted to see as a rework was do something so he cannot one-shot tanks. Put some kind of, like, just put a cap that, like, his ability cannot deal more than 300 damage or 300 damage, for example. It cannot do more than 300 DPS. That's the maximum. It has the same amount of fire and stuff like that, but it cannot do more than 300 DPS. When a hero takes 300 DPS, if you do like max damage, it's always going to be 300 DPS, even though you hit more small scatters onto a hero, right? Per hero, of course. I would like to see something like that again. That would make him feel less bullshit that he could just one-shot, you know, all tanks, but still give him the ability so he could deal with a lot of heroes. But of course, I also believe that to some extent, why they're not doing that is they don't want to nerf Hanzo, and that's very understandable because, as I said, he is not very much picked. And when it comes down to the bear statistics and stuff like that, Widowmaker is just superior in majority of the ways, just because of the way her weapon works. And 300 damage headshots are way more scary than 250 headshots, and way more consistency and easier to aim with and stuff like that. So Hanzo, when this goes live, is gonna be less scary, most likely. With the new volley, of course, yes, he will be less diveable, which I'm probably gonna talk about in another video. But he's gonna be less scary, not more viable. I would expect him to be less viable than what he is now, and give Widowmaker even more room to domain as the queen of snipers, and be more of a close combat version of Widowmaker without a grappling hook, of course. Anyway, guys, that's my personal opinions. I would like to hear yours down in the comments, and I hope that this really turns out to be something that doesn't ruin Hanzo. I love this hero. I don't want him to see him gone. I'm personally very anxious about this. I'm very nervous. I'm very almost sad about Blizzard removing his scatter arrow. I expect this is how Mercy mains felt when the Mercy got nerfed that to the ground. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a lovely gaming experience. Remember, hashtag action down in the comments if you need a new screen record software and you want something good. Action is definitely your way to go, and hopefully you will win and get this code. There will also be a giveaway in the next video, and also the winner will be announced there, so definitely turn into that one. As always, guys, stay positive. My name has been Jonal. Keep the enemy in your crosshair.